Hey guys, welcome to Sabri Zone. We are learning Laravel from scratch. This is lecture number 4. So guys, I was dealing with a problem when I tried to switch in between pages in my navbar. I could not do it properly, and secondly, my address is too long to access. So I was thinking to change this address to a simple website address. In order to do that, we have to go to our search, and here we will write notepad and right click it and run it as administrator and hit enter. Okay, now if we go to file, open, and here all you need to do is to go to your C drive, and here you will go to xamp, apache, conf, extra, and here you need to show all files, and you will select vhost file. Okay, now hit enter. Now we have access to our vhost file, and I will call another notepad and I will run it as administrator 2, and let's open it, and this time we will open another file, and we will go to our this PC, C drive, Windows, system 32, and then drivers. Here we have drivers, and now we will go to our etc, and here we will click to show all files. As you can see, we can see all files, and I will click on hosts. So let's go to our first file, which is vhost.config. So here I have multiple addresses for my other websites, and you should see this very clearly, that you have to write this code, and then right below you have to write this code. I am copying it and I am going to paste it here. Here we have the virtual host star 80 and document root. Here I need to make some changes. I am going to name it as Sabri Zone. Don't make sure you have correct spellings. For that I am going to my original folder, and I am going to copy this, and I am going to paste address here. Okay, now save it, and what type of server name or domain or the web address you need. So I am calling here sabri.zone. Okay, let's save it and go to another file, and here all I have to do is to copy this, and I need to paste it right here, and here I have to write the same address, which is as capital SABRI dot ZONE. Okay, let's save it Apache and restart it. Okay, now let's go to our browser and check it out whether it is working or not. So here I will type sabri dot ZONE and hit enter. Okay, great. As you can see, we can access our web page here, and now we should work on our navbar because we could not access our files properly. So I will go to my HD docs, and here to the Sabri zone, and here I will go to resources, views, and all I have to do is to cut navbar from the header folder, and go back, and I am going to paste it at the root directory. Or let's save it and go to our Sublime editor, and here I need to change address of header navbar. Let's save it and go to our navbar.blade.php, and here I have to put this address. Okay, let's save it and go to our web.php. Here I need to make changes this. Okay, let's save it and go to our browser and refresh it. And in order to refresh it, I think I need to do. Okay, now we can access our page, and if I will try to switch in between pages, I can switch properly. Okay guys, as you can see, now I can switch in between pages very easily, and you can also see we have our domain, which is sabri.zone. And now let's move further, and if we will go to our Sublime editor, actually I am going to make a model and a controller. So first of all, I will make a model. I will click on tools, Laravel 5, and I will create a model. So I will name this model as post dash m, and I will hit enter. Okay, as you can see, the model is being created, and we have a table here which have two fields. One of them is id and other is the timestamp. So I need to increase these columns. So first of all, I will create here a column which is, I am going to give it a data type string string, and I am going to name it as heading, and same thing I am going to create a new one, and I am going to name it as medium text. Okay, and now I am going to name this as a description. Okay, now click on termination, and now all I have to do is to go our .env file, and here I need to name database, which is Sabri zone, and I am going to name the db username, which is root, and the password is nothing, so I will keep it blank. In my case, I am getting error as I am using string, so I will go to providers, app services provider, and here I will gonna write something, use illuminate a backslash, and here support, and another backslash, and f capital facades facades, and another backslash, and here I am going to write schema, and now let's go to the boot function, and here what I am going to do is to write s capital schema schema dash default default string string length string length, and I am going to give him a parameter 191 and a termination. Okay, now if I will go to tools, Laravel 5, and here I will click on migrate, and let's check it out. Okay, successfully migrated. So if we will go to our php my admin, let's search for that, localhost /php my admin, and here if I will go to my db, you can see clearly we have 4 tables here, and the last model which we were created with the name of post, we can see in the structure that we have the heading column and a description column, which I were created on my own. But as you can see, if I will click on browse, we have nothing in this table, so I am using cmd to insert value in this table. First of all, I will use php artisan tinker php. Before I use that, I need to change the directory location. In order to do that, I am copying my project address. Let's copy it and go to cmd and paste it. Okay, now I am in my project. In all I have to do is to write php artisan tinker and hit enter. As you can see, now we can use tinker, so I will use, if I will take you to my project. My model name is post, and using the namespace app, and the class name is post. So if I will go here, I need to write here app, which is our namespace name, and a backslash, and I will use my model name, which is post, and I am going to check whether it is empty or not, count, and a function, and hit enter. Okay, 0. As you can see, we have 0 values here. We have no any results here, therefore it is showing empty or 0 value. So we will enter some value here. All I have to do is to create a variable through which we can enter values in that table. So is equal to new, and post, which is our namespace name, and a backslash, and our model name. Sorry, I will use here app, a backslash, and a post, which is our model name, and here a function, and hit enter. Okay, now we can enter value using this variable post. So I am going to use post and an arrow, and I am going to give here my column name, which is heading, and is equal to, here I can insert anything. So I am going to enter this is heading 1. Let's close it. Okay, hit enter. Okay, now I am using this variable again, and this time I will enter the value in the description column. So description is equal to, and here this is description of post 1. Okay, now hit enter. So all I have to do is to save whatever we have entered. So I will call this variable again $post, and an arrow, and a save function. Now call the save function, and let's save it. Okay, it is true. If I will go to our database, and I will refresh this. Okay, great. As you can see, this is heading 1, this is description of post 1, and it is created right now. So let's insert another value using insert functionality. So I am going to making it heading 2, and now this is description of heading 2. Okay, now I am going to create it at, I am going to give it a date of today, and say update it at, I am going to give it the same date. Okay, let's save it. Okay, great. If we will go to browse, we can see we have 2 values here. This was the method which we can use to save the values in the tables. Another thing which we have to do is to make a controller for this model. So I will go to tools, Laravel 5, and here I will call a controller, make controller, and here I will call post, which is our model name, and a controller, and space dash dash resource, and now hit enter. The benefit of this functionality using this, if we will go to our app http controllers, you can see we have our post controller here. So if I will hit enter here, it will make all CRUD operational functionalities functions. As you can see, we have index here, create here, store, show, edit, update, and delete. Later on we will use these functions, and I will show you how we can use this. Before we quit or exit this lecture, I want to show you something. If we will go to our CMD, and I have to copy the address of my project, I am copying it and I am going to cmd and I am going to paste it. Okay, now I am in my project and all I have to do is to show you the route list. So I will call here php artisan route route and a dot and list. Okay, hit enter. As you can see, we have our route which is pages services, but is not showing the routes about this controller. So if we will go to our web.php, I need to create another route. So I will create another route here, which is route and resource, and here I am going to give the address which is post, it is our folder name, and here I am going to give it the controller name which is post controller and a termination. Let's save it and let's call that query again. Okay, now if this time I will hit enter, it will give me the route about store, index, create, update, show, destroy or delete. As you can see, if we will go to our controller, you can see all these functions here too. So later on we will work on index, create. I will show you whole CRUD operation. For that, stay tuned and please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Click on like button right now. I need your support, and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it.